What's up everyone, my name is Joris. So, you've just started out working, or you are working for a while now. What is your long-term goal? When will you be retiring? At your 65th? Maybe at your 67th or at your 70th? An average career will last over 40 years, during which you hope to have saved up enough to live off of during the years of your retirement. That's how it always has been, and that's how you were taught. But what if that is not the best practice? What if I tell you that you can retire within 20 years regardless of your current age? And all it takes is endurance. You don't even need a high-paying job. In this video, we will look at how you can retire as soon as possible. We will look at the numbers of expenses, income, and all in between. We will look at money investments as well as real estate investments and other investments. In school, we were told to study until we were 25. We will have to work until we are 65, and after that we can finally retire. Most of us see this lifestyle in their direct surroundings with family and friends. But this path only really benefits your government, who will keep earning by taxing your monthly income while you are working. For them, there is no incentive to motivate people to do otherwise, since the government would receive less taxes. What do I mean by that? Other types of income, like real estate income, stock market investments income, and other are often less taxed or sometimes even not taxed at all. Which means that income via those sources is preferable to work income. Your gross income is worth more net at the end of the day, and taxes will eat away less profit. These are the entrepreneurs and investors I talk about in my videos. These people have escaped the rat race of working for their money. They do not trade their hours for money anymore. Their money makes them more money. In Belgium, we have an average tax of about 55% on our direct income from work or businesses. This means that more than half of what we earn is given to the state. Income on capital gains is, for now, not taxed at all. The only exception is a tax on dividends of 30% and taxes on acquisition and sale of stocks. If you were to earn 3,000 euros gross every month from your day job, you'd be left with around 2,000 euros net. But if you earn 3,000 gross per month via your investment portfolio, the net would be close to that gross 3,000 euros. At your job, you spend around 40 hours a week, and for your investment, you do not work at all. So, tell me, which one is preferable? If you want to retire early, there's one simple goal you will have to achieve. One simple formula with only 2 steps. The first one is to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm and to subscribe to the channel if you've not done that already. It's free and it helps us a lot, and you'll get access to more content into the future. Now, the actual formula being that your monthly income, the money is coming in without you spending any time on it, should cover your monthly expenses. These monthly expenses cover your mortgage, utilities, food, travel, insurances, your shopping, everything you pay throughout the year. Once your passive income covers and preferably surpasses your monthly expenses, you can retire. Some people succeed in this goal at the age of 30 and others sadly never reach it. But how can you set up this goal, since it's surely not handed to you for free? First off, you'll need to have a good overview of your yearly expenses and your yearly income. Then you should divide these numbers by 12, so you get an average monthly expense and income. Expenses are often higher at the start and the end of the year. Yearly costs take place at the start of the year, and parties, Christmas and others take place at the end of the year. So that's why you'll need an average cost, so you don't make the mistake to use one of the cheaper months in your calculations. Once you know your monthly expenses, now it's time to compare them to your monthly income from your job. The same procedure, the total yearly income divided by 12. The first thing you'll hopefully notice is that your income is surpassing your expenses, and hopefully surpassing it by quite a lot. An extremely important step to retirement is to make sure that this gap is as big as possible. The more you can save, the better. If the difference is not that big, you can try to largen it by limiting your expenses. Assess what you are spending throughout the year and cut down on the non-necessities. You could also find another job or get another source of income to increase your money coming in. But in most cases, it's way more interesting and efficient to just lower your expenses rather than to raise your income. Now you have established your excess money coming in, you should try to save that money. This is called the savings rate. If you invest the money you save each month, that money will start making you money over time. It might not seem much at first, but it will definitely add up over time. Let's get an example here. Let's say you manage to save 250 euros per month and invest this money at a yearly return of 7%. That 250 euros will make you €1.49 per month after a year. If you invest 250 euros per month for a whole year, the monthly income rises by 17.5 euros. This works exponentially. The second year, your first 250 euros is now 267.5 euros, which makes even more than the years after. This is called compound interest, and it is the key towards your early retirement. But now, how much do I need to save or have saved up to retire? A lot of studies have shown that if you were to save up a large amount, when retired, you could take out a certain percentage every year to live off of and preserve your yearly expenses. These studies show that the average ETF you are investing in generates a yearly average return of 7%. If you subtract the costs and inflation, you are safe to take out 4% every year without lowering the principal, which is the money you have invested in the first place. If you want your 4% yearly withdrawal to cover all your yearly costs, a simple equation tells us that you will need 25 times your yearly expenses invested. But I am afraid that in very bad stock market years, or if there are sudden emergencies in your life, this 25 times your yearly expense won't be enough. Life after retirement can become more expensive. For example, more health costs when you are older. You'll have way more free time, so you'll also want to do more things that will cost you more money. So I suggest accumulating at least 30 times your yearly expenses. If you still take out the same amount yearly, it will be less than the proposed 4%, making sure your portfolio keeps on growing in case you were to need it in the future. Well, that's the theory. Now let's look at the numbers. If the yearly income from my day job is 24,000 euros net all in, and my yearly expenses are 18,000 euros, that translates to 2,000 euros income per month and 1,500 expenses per month. That is a savings rate of 25%. By saving 25% every month and investing it at a 7% return, it will take me 32 years to achieve 25 years of expenses, or 35 years to reach 30 times my expenses. But if I take a close look at these expenses and manage to lower them to 15,000 euros a year, I can save 250 euros more every month. My savings rate rises to 37.5%. That lowers my savings for 25 times the expenses to 23 years or 26 years for my 30 years of expenses. Needless to say, the most important factor here is not your income, but it is your savings percentage. If you manage to save 50% of your income, you'll only need 19 years to save up enough money. If you manage to save 70%, only 10 years. And at an 80% savings rate, a mere 6.5 years will suffice. Of course, having a higher income will also translate into a higher savings rate. It will be easier to save more when you are making more money. But then again, it's all about endurance. It's all about willing to save. It's all about making sure you are saving every month. I cannot tell you to accumulate 500,000 or 750,000 euros or even 2 million. There is no actual number you need to retire. Everyone has other priorities and other interests that can cost more. The most important thing you will need to guesstimate is your monthly expenses after your retirement. What are your plans? How much money will you spend every month? No one can predict the future. Expenses can be much higher or lower than expected. That's why I will work with a 30 times my yearly expenses margin. If you're retired and you want to spend 2,000 euros a month, you'll need 725,000 euros invested, if you have no other money generating assets, that is. If you want to spend 3,000 euros a month, you'll need 1.1 million euros. But if you live frugally and only spend 750 euros per month, you'll only need 275,000 euros. In all these examples, you only spend the money your portfolio has generated. The nominal value of your portfolio will never shrink. Your focus should be to pinpoint your retirement goals and work towards those. The previous calculations were focused on stock market investments, but this is not the only way you can invest your money. Oftentimes you can achieve a pretty nice return on real estate or on other investments as well. Real estate being the most common one here. Having real estate paid off by the time you retire can have a huge impact on your monthly payments. I strongly advise at least to rent out some properties while also investing. Since you cannot sell a part of your house every month, you'll just have to look at the monthly payout, the rent you're getting. The gross rent income minus the yearly costs of upkeep and taxes, that is your net take home from the real estate. It doesn't really matter if your real estate is valued at 150,000 euros or 2 million euros. If it pays you 750 euros net per month, that's your return. The net income will be part of your monthly living budget, so you can subtract that number of your monthly needs. As said before, if you want 2,000 euros per month and your rental income is 750 euros net per month, your investment portfolio will only need to generate 1,250 euros per month, meaning it will not have to be a very large portfolio. Or, if it is a large portfolio, you can make do with taking out less every month. Aside from real estate, there's also the possibility to invest in art, in classic cars, in wines, in whiskies, and so on. I will look at those in the future. If you have enjoyed this video, be sure to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm and to subscribe to the channel if you've not done that already. It's easy, it's free, it takes no time at all, but it helps me quite a lot to grow. In a later video, I will also explain my personal plan to retire early, and I will calculate my own timeline. It will be interesting for sure. I thank you for watching, and I welcome you in the next videos where I will be talking more about finances, personal finances, and so on. Thank you for watching.